Hi, I'm Todd Rollette from MoveThatBlock.com. Today I'm going to talk to you about inspections that are common for purchasing or leasing commercial real estate. Generally, you want to have a property tested, make sure that there's not carbon monoxide, that there's not asbestos, cancer-causing materials. There could be any myriad of reasons that would make you not want to take a space, or at least if you identify those properties, make sure they're remediated and that you're fully aware of any potential problems you could have that you need to deal with prior to occupying a space. For inspections, environmental inspections, you would hire an environmental engineer who's a licensed professional that deals specifically with environmental issues that can impact commercial real estate. There's things called Phase 1, Phase 2, Phase 3. Environmental assessments are also referred to. A Phase 1 environmental is basically someone goes to town hall and makes sure that there wasn't a gas station or some kind of potential contaminated use prior to you purchasing the property in the last, I believe, 50 years, either the specific property or adjacent to it. Phase 2 is when they actually go in and they might do borings, which is like drilling in, or they do specific tests. They test the water. They might take samples of different things. And Phase 3 is when they actually say, okay, we tested it, and yes, there are things that need to be fixed. And then it's when they actually go in and fix it and monitor it. Other potential inspections you could have could be structural. That could be anywhere from hiring a structural inspector, who sometimes are called home inspectors. Some of them do commercial real estate, or oftentimes people will hire contractors or actual structural engineers that are licensed engineers to go in and give you information on the actual structural aspects. Are the mechanicals okay? The HVAC is working? Is the building structurally sound? What conditions the roof's in? Those are all things you want to know so that you don't purchase a property, lease a property, and then find out you're responsible and things need to immediately be placed that you weren't banking on. You also want to go ahead of time and make sure that the sign permits that you'll need to install. If you're going to put a sign on the outside of the building, maybe a pylon sign, maybe a monument sign, maybe a box sign or a channel sign right on your property. You want to make sure that the zoning allows, so all your size requirements are correct. Sometimes that's an architect that will get involved with your signage and doing drawings. Sometimes it's not required in municipalities. Sometimes it's just actually contacting the sign company that's actually going to fabricate and install your sign. That depends on the municipality of who can do that. But you can always contact a sign company and they'll tell you if you need drawings from an architect or not for a particular municipality. An architect or an engineer, they're licensed professionals and engineers. There's different types of engineers. There's mechanical engineers, environmental engineers, structural engineers, civil engineers, ones that do site plans, ones that work specifically just on the interiors of buildings. Architects, depending on the state, can do the same thing. But generally when people think of architects, it's more of how it's designed, how it looks, how it feels. But architects can do structural drawings and designs. Again, it depends state by state, but in many states like New York, architects and engineers, there's a lot of overlap between what they do. Those are all potential inspections and things you want to consider. If you need to get governmental approvals, many times you'll hire an architect or an engineer to help you with those approvals. They'll walk you through the process. They'll do any drawings you need done, and again, they're licensed professionals. Your real estate broker should be able to help you, point you in the right direction of who you need to help you with what. But those are generally the things you want to consider once you've purchased a property or leased a property and done the inspection. Some of those things would be done prior in your due diligence period, and some can be done after. Again, your lawyer, your real estate broker can advise you what should be done when. I'm Todd Rollette. This is MoveThatBlock.com.